My goal is to cultivate a team that makes decisions based on values, not just policies. That will sustain the team for the long term.
Welcome to Scale Like a CEO. Today we're sitting down with Arun Vellanki, founder of a rapidly growing cloud-based IT and staffing company that's redefining how businesses build their technical teams. From starting in Boston in 2019 to expanding across multiple countries, Arun shares his fascinating journey of scaling while staying true to his values. You'll hear how he navigated the challenges of delegation, built a culture focused on emotional intelligence, and adapted to major industry shifts including COVID and AI. Whether you're interested in leadership development, strategic growth, or building values-driven organizations, Arun's insights on mentorship and problem solving will give you valuable perspective for your own business journey.
Thank you so much for joining us on Scale Like a CEO. To get us started, I'd love just, a 90-second intro of yourself and your business.
Thank you, Justin, for having me here. My name is Arun Vellanki. Our company is Cloud-Based Solutions. So we are based out of Boston, and we have other locations in Canada and India, offshore and nearshore. We do complete IT consulting and IT staffing, and now we have been doing the AI solutions as well. Okay. So being a Boston-born startup, we started in 2019. Currently, we have around 70 employees. So we target all IT and life sciences and engineering, complete talent solutions where we help all our clients at digital transformations. Okay, we provide them the right talent with the right time. Okay. So yeah, basically how I got into this business after working for many years in IT, I see there is a big disconnect between the talent and the clients. So that's how I got into.
I'm curious to hear a little bit about what makes you unique in the way that you help your clients.
So basically, we focus on three things. We focus on the relationships, at the same time, industry specialization. Being a Boston-based company, we do IT as well. We do focus on a lot of life sciences. Okay, so we help a lot of pharma and biotech companies. That's another specialization we work with any client. We just don't become a vendor. We will be a strategic partner for them. Whether it's a biotech startup, they're building the teams. We work with a lot of government projects, like different states and federal projects. We act like we'll be an extension for their internal teams. That is one of the unique ways. We take pride in mentoring candidates. We help them grow their career. As part of their growth, we also grow with them.
That's great. And now you were a part of the founding team in 2019. And so I'd love to hear about what are some challenges that you encountered as you grew the team to where you're at today?
Okay. Yeah. So maybe the hardest part. So yeah. So once as we saw growth, so as hardest for the learning to let go, we need to trust others to carry the vision. So basically in the initial days, I involved in everything like sales, recruiting, operations, HR, legal. But as we grow, like I had to shift from doing to leading the teams. Initially, finding the right people took time. I had to carry forward our company culture and values. What is our vision? What is our purpose? It took a while to build a team, but now they're on their own. I just need to lead them.
That's great. As I talk with other founders who are building their businesses, that's definitely one of the biggest challenges, delegation and trusting others to do that work. As you got to a point where you're able to let go of some of those things and delegate, what are some of the strategies you use to navigate through that?
Can you repeat your question one more time?
So as you got to a point where you were able to delegate to others in the organization, what are some strategies that helped you navigate that transition?
That's a good question. It was very tough initially at the beginning. You feel like no one else will do it your way, right? But I learned that like letting others own the decision-making process actually increase their engagement and their accountability when they're working as part of the team. It took a while, but slowly we built the internal process, dashboards to track progress, and it allowed transparency to all the other team members. So as a leader, what I'm doing, okay. So slowly the delegation became the strength it's not a risk. Yeah. It took a while. We clearly established the processes and we have all the dashboards to track the KPI metrics. Okay. For each individual, what is the company doing for last quarter, what we did and what we are going to do in coming next 3 quarters. So that way, yeah. So yeah. So that way,
Great.
we became so slowly. So everybody became good at accountability.
Yeah. So what I'm hearing was part of it required a lot of definition of process and then data
Correct.
to measure the effectiveness of those processes or the outcomes of those processes.
That's true, Justin.
Yeah, that's great. I'm curious, it can also be challenging. It's great when you've got the processes in place and people can follow those processes, but I'm sure there's a lot of other things. So tell me about when you've become maybe overwhelmed with decision making and taking care of those other things, and how have you overcome that overwhelm of decision making?
Okay. I think that was maybe yeah. So one of the thing like maybe so during COVID, yeah. So during COVID and maybe after COVID, so once we are recovering, okay. So a lot of clients completely stopped hiring. Okay, so everything is frozen. Okay, so everybody started seeing the revenue dips. Okay, so then I need to decide like whether we need to downsize or double down on the reinvention. Okay, so it was
Mhm.
very overwhelming at that time. So we don't know which path will work. So slowly, yeah. So I talked with my advisors, our mentors. Okay. So they asked us to diversify as we have all the processes, people in the place. So then 2, 3 years back, we focused completely on IT. Then we started diversifying the life sciences. That decision helped us definitely. So that helped us. Yeah. So life sciences is giving, yeah, good amount of share in our revenues now. Okay, at the same time, from last 1 year, we're building our AI teams where they're working on complete AI solutions. Now we're focusing more into education, healthcare, and life sciences sector. So targeting these three sectors mainly. Yeah. So that's coming out very good.
Yeah, that's great. And so you've been growing since then. And there's also a point where you've got to start building your own layers of management as you grow. As organizations do that kind of internally and organically. I'm curious to hear about how you've approached that.
So the leadership. So basically, I want Cloudbridge to be a leadership factory where the new leaders will produce. Like all our employees should grow into the next level. The leaders, not just employees. So we are investing in
Mhm.
completely on our mentorship, leadership training, and cross-functional teams training. Okay. So we do have quarterly meetings to develop their interpersonal and technical skills. My goal is to cultivate a team that makes decisions based on values, not just policies. That will sustain the team for the long term. If you only focus on the numbers, policies, it won't sustain. Okay. So we're building a team. So we're cultivating the team to focus on the so we're enabling them to take the decision based on the values as
That's
so
great.
that's
Values-based cultures can be so powerful. I'm curious, how do you go about selecting the future leaders? Like, kind of assessing who's ready to step into that next role.
okay. That's a very good question. When we look for basic things, they're more into emotional intelligence, okay, and the curiosity. So how they are like handling the situations when there are issues coming. So how they dealt with it, okay. So those are the things matter most, okay. Yeah, and yeah. So whenever we hire any person, we give more importance to solving skills than the technology. So technology they can learn anytime, but all these emotional intelligence and the problems, yeah, problem solving skills, these are the things we look for.
I
And
love
even in my recent LinkedIn post, I mentioned about this. A lot of people commented on that and engaged in that post.
I love that focus. In so many organizations, it's
Correct.
undervalued the role that emotional intelligence plays in, success of individuals. And then also that problem solving piece, being able to navigate through problems can be a lot more important than a critical failure point for people even though they might know the technical skills of the job, if they're not able to navigate problems, that can really sideline people.
Yeah.
Well, Arun, thank you so much for joining me today. If people want to get in touch with you, what's a good way for them to reach out?
Yeah, definitely LinkedIn is the best. That's the best way. Okay. So just Google, in LinkedIn, Arun, yeah, I'm available. Or go to our website, cloudbridgeusa.com. There is a form, they fill it. Our team will send it to me and we will respond to them. It can be any potential partner or any client or someone exploring for a career change. Yes, we are here.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. And I'll make sure I post some links in the show notes. Arun, thank you so much for your time today. I really enjoyed the conversation.
All right. Thank you, Justin. Thank you very much. It's very good.